Hello, 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 guys. Welcome to this episode of Gym Therapy. I'm Skip LaCour. This is episode number 2. It's a new concept that I thought about before. And what this is just going to be a steady stream of thoughts. I am in this gym. It is 4:07 on the West Coast Pacific time in the United States. I'm here in this beautiful gym, this Club Sport gym that's connected to the Renaissance Club Sport in Walnut Creek, California. They have allowed me, I've been a member of this gym for over 15 years, and they've allowed me to come in here before the gym opens. And what I've been doing is I've been coming in and shooting video content. So I have the gym background. These are the videos that you have watched right here on my YouTube channel. And you probably noticed that there's nobody in the background. They don't allow anybody to shoot videos with all the paying members invading their privacy. I don't know if you guys ever see it, but you know how some gym studs, they think it's really cool to film people trying to do the workouts, doing it all wrong and everything like that. You may have also noticed that there's even pictures of people in the gym locker room, right, that people are posting on the internet, invading people's privacy. So this gym doesn't allow me to go live and broadcast live to you while the gym is open. So that's not going to stop me. And so what I am here, I get it here very early in the morning. I've been here for a while. And yesterday I said, you know what, I'm going to just start this gym therapy. Now, what it is that, so I was training in the gym. In addition to filming, I would get my workout done at this time. And, I know a lot of us that the gym is our therapy for all the stress in the world. It gives us time to think in our head. We're moving, we're taxing the muscles, we're pushing ourselves. It's a good time to kind of figure out our lives, right? And that's what the gym has been for me for over 28 years, probably more than I even realized. And so, over the last few months, because I've been coming here at this time in the morning all by myself training, I don't know, probably for about 3 or 4 months now, consistently. And so when I was training, I was thinking, so I shot a couple, I don't know, about 5 episodes. They're not published anywhere on YouTube or anywhere else, where it was just a steady stream of me thinking about the world, about life. I know that if you're watching this YouTube channel, we created this connection, that you're probably a lot like me in a lot of ways. Maybe you don't realize that, but going through this journey for 28 years and connecting with so many people through emails, through my travels as a bodybuilder, in my time in personal development, I realized how much we are so much alike. And so I thought, as your big brother, your father figure, I've gone through, I've achieved the things that you go to the gym for. I thought, this would be good to record these thoughts as I go through it, because I know these guys are going through it. I went through it. Maybe I can add some insight. And so then what I thought, well, instead of just cataloging and logging them and never getting back to them, as I shoot these live videos in the morning, as I train, why don't I just turn on the camera for about 20 minutes every single day before I start this gym therapy? And so that's what started yesterday. I want to create a schedule for you. I know that I'm now putting a lot more emphasis on my YouTube channel. And you guys are great. I want to do that for you. I know this is episode number 2, so building the viewership, it's going to take time, just like everything in life. So I'm willing to go through that, and those are the type of things, in addition to the training and the eating, and I know that's why you come, maybe how you know me, what I'm known for, what I've accomplished. I want to talk about those life strategies and how they kind of intermix with your bodybuilding and training goals, because it doesn't matter, whatever the goal is, to gain 10 pounds muscle, lose 10 pounds of fat, win a bodybuilding contest, or it's to build a business, make more money, or to have a family, a loving family, or all of those things. You can substitute the goal And the journey is the same, where you need persistence, perseverance, perspective. You need to keep on keeping on. So those are the type of things that I want to share with you in these live broadcasts. Now, especially at the beginning, I know that we've got to get the viewership up. When you come on here live, make sure that, I just want to make sure got a new device for you guys, so I want to make sure that I can have your chat questions. So there's a couple questions that were asked yesterday. So if you're watching this in a replay version here on YouTube, go ahead and post your questions down below, and maybe the next day or the next day I can get to them, right? So, I just want to show you a few things. I'm getting to a pattern. That's probably what I can share with you most of all. So you can see in the mirror what I've got. The pink here is my wife's iPhone, because I was thinking all last night how I can make this the best presentation for you. And in addition to me going live on YouTube right here with you right now, in addition to that, I can show you the other parts of what I do, that the whole, coming to you, and the whole fitness business, and really being able to put all my hopes and dreams and my passion into something. There's a lot more that goes into it, besides me lifting weights. And you'll get a look on what I actually do here in the gym. In addition to that, we'll go through the whole life thing. So hopefully this will be interesting to you as we get on a pattern. All right. So just show you a couple things here. So as you can see here, I am set up. All right. And if this is interesting to you on some level, like maybe you want to be some type of influencer, whether it's fitness or anything else, and you see people on YouTube and you say, I can do that, I've got something to share, I would like to live that lifestyle, maybe this is helpful. So what I do is I have a higher quality camera right here. That's what you see the YouTube videos. It's like 4K quality. All right. And that's what this is set up to do. I already have it all set up. I got in here earlier, not as early as I wanted to. I mean, this is a new pattern. This is a new dream for me. I got to get on my schedule. You don't go into anything in life on a straight line. And that's probably a life lesson. It starts with your imagination and a dream, and then you got to tough it out until you figure out all the details, right? So this is an iPad. It's all set up because I'm going to shoot a Facebook Live, and I'm going to take you along with me. All right? And this is just to let you know. So here's a wireless microphone for the high-quality sound that goes with the high-quality 4K camera. This is an iPad. The quality is good, but Facebook only allows such a quality of a video, but that's all set up. If there's kind of an art form where I'll be looking right in the middle, both cameras, so they both have the field that I'm looking at them. It took me a while to figure that out, right? I was always like looking at you don't want to look at the monitor right here. You want to look at the hole, which is the camera. You want to look at the actual lens. And so I'll have one eye split, and so both of them I'll have the effect that I'm looking right at them. I've got a light that I'll turn on. I got to make sure I do all this, but there's a light that I'll turn on. I even, for that, if you notice on my videos where I have, it looks like there's two cameramen filming me. So, I have this DSLR camera, and, just see this. See, I have it all marked off where I'm going to stand. I'm using those weight plates, right, to mark it off. The iPad is connected right here, and I got to make sure I turn all this stuff on. It's connected to this higher quality sound microphone is connected to the iPad. All right, like I said here, so it's all marked off where I stand. And just to give you guys a look, when I stand here, you see how there's a nice gym background of the weights, and I'll stand off to a side. All right, visually, that's the ideal thing, or that's what the artistic people say, right? And so, so I get up, and sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. I try to have a message all the time. There's one kind of floating in my head, right? But that when I come here and then I do my workout, that's what I'm thinking of, and I get myself in state. Those are some bags. I carry all this stuff in here. All right. So right now it's 4:17. I was thinking about the structure of this gym therapy, how I'm going to do all this, and what I want to do is get here at 3:15 in the morning. I didn't do that. Like I said, sometimes you have these plans of what you want to do, and then it's going to take a while to figure things out. And so I'm off schedule. I want to start my Facebook live recording and bring you along with me. I probably want to start that here in about 4:25, right? At 4:30, I have guys coming into the gentleman who sets up the gym. He sets up the TVs. And there's a lot of banging going on in the background. So the sooner I can start before 4:30, the better. And this gym opens up at 5 a.m. And it seems like they let people come in early. So I'll be shooting. It'll be 5 or 7 minutes to 5 o'clock, and I can see people in the background, and so I got to kind of hurry up and end the broadcast so that I don't disrupt the gym flow, and they're so gracious to let me be here that I don't want to mess that up. So the timing is really important. My timing is really off. What I'm going to need to do is I'm just going to get a pump up for the show. We're going to go live. I don't have all my ducks lined up for this show. Usually, when I go live, I want to have the format and let them know what I'm talking about, and hopefully hook them in with something interesting. I don't have that prepared. Like I said, I'm going to come to you at 4 o'clock. I think I started at 4:03 or so today. Got a new camera, new setup, or everything. And I think that's the message that I want to talk about today. I'm going to kind of get pumped up, so I have my pump on when I go live on Facebook. So, but I'm going to have to do my workout. This is just a pump up, so we can just talk. I'm not really working out here. So I'm going to have to do my workout after I sign off and pack all this equipment away. But my pattern, I think I get up at 2. I'm going to get here in the gym at like 3:15. This is the plan. Get to the gym at 3:15, focus on my workout. Think about whatever video I'm going to shoot, whether it's live or it's a recorded video here for YouTube. I like to shoot some content. I like to shoot some content every single day. I've got, and I'll let you guys know this behind the scenes look. So I'm shooting this whole man-formation theme, this whole man-formation concept. And so I'm going to shoot a training video. And this whole man-formation is for guys who want to build muscle, lose body fat, look great, but they want to be really efficient with their time and their energy, so they have a lot to put into their business and their family, but not sacrifice anything to have the body that they want. I want to believe that that's the example that I want to set. That's the point I'm in my life. As you can see, fitness is a real big part of my business, of my life, the way I look, the way I live. I know that's important to you too. And I need to do that in the context of taking care of my family and really coming to you as a business. So that's what that's all about. Been really working hard on my business behind the scenes. I mean, guys, this in front of the camera stuff, my physical body, training, even do videos. This is the easiest part of this business. This is just what I do to draw attention to this 7 billion people on the planet, and so many people grabbing your attention. How can I be unique, different? How can I bring value to you? And then I have ambitious men who want to go on a journey. The service I provide, the business, is one-on-one coaching for men all around the world. And I have to show, that I am the product of the product. They come to me for coaching and guidance. If they want more in their life, I got to live that example. And I have to be an expert at something. A lot of times there's people giving you advice on, how to live your dreams, how to reach your goals. And what they're saying is right, I guess, but they're not living it. They're not an expert at something, at least not yet. And so so I have to show what I've spent 28 years mastering. And then in addition to when I am talking about that, I tell you about all the other things that you may not know about me. What I've learned about personal development, coaching, guiding other men going to the next level. That's what Man-Formation is all about. And so, I may get up early, I may shoot these videos, I might process these videos. My family probably doesn't even wake up until like 7 o'clock, get off to school about 8, my daughter in preschool. But then the business starts, my business day starts. This is just kind of the promotion to draw you guys in, to show you I got value, right? All right, so like I said, I think the point of what today is, this is what I want this gym therapy to be like. I want you guys to just come in, kind of see not just the muscles, not just the grunting, not just the sets and reps. I want to provide that to you as well. That'll be on this YouTube channel. But life and you going for your dreams, I want to be that example. I want to show you in real time. I want to talk about it because I really think that most people will do the work. They'll do the work to reach their goals and be happy. They will. It's just that there is no like this black and white template to follow, right? And then there's so many people saying this and that, and they're trying to figure it out. And because they're so in their head, because it's so confusing, trust me, I get it, they can't really focus and do their work, right? And then time goes by and they're no closer to their dreams. And trust me, it isn't like I've set every single goal and I've just worked towards it. This whole Man-Formation program, if I had more certainty and belief, I'll talk more about it. You'll see that there's a lot of things I want to share with you about life, about your goals, and it'll all tie into building muscle if that's what you want. That there is no straight line, there is no black and white. You have to create that certainty in your own mind and then get to work and make adjustments. You can't sit back for the perfect black and white template, all right? And then it just takes persistence and believing in yourself and like this whole thing right now, this whole idea right now. Let's see, Skip, get up at 2 o'clock, do some cardio, plan your day, negotiate with the gym to let you in beforehand, use influence and persuasion, whatever kindness, whatever win-win you could do for them so they'll let you into this beautiful gym, all right? Then you got to work on your body. You got to do your eating. You got to be the product of the product. You got to train. Okay, how about this? Get to the gym, take a shower, shave, get all ready, start your workout at 3:15. Okay, that's a good idea. Work out like crazy because you got to do your workout. Hey, it's a good thing that you can do that because there's nobody in the gym. You don't have to worry about traffic getting to the gym. You don't have to worry about waiting for machines. So boom, 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 do that. Hey, how about this gym therapy thing? That would be a great addition, right? Try that out. May not work. It may not fail. They may not love it. They may not even show up for the live broadcast. They may not ask questions. It might be a total flop. I have to go through that, and I've been going through that for 28 years as you live your dream. There is no black and white template to reach your goals in life. You have to try and fail, or try and win, or try and make adjustments. And this gym therapy is just one example. I think it's a good idea, right? But I have to be persistent. I have to promote it, even if it doesn't seem like it's working. Try different things. right? And there's things that, maybe are in your control, maybe not in your control. Maybe because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it's better on weekends. Maybe it's not better on weekends because people sleep. I have to stay mentally tough and mentally flexible all the time and not take it personally because maybe I suck. Maybe my presentation is horrible. Maybe this rambling people just give me weights. I don't know, but I won't know until I get going and try. And then I make adjustments. And I don't take things personally because it may not be that I suck. Maybe my presentation, my timing may not be good. There's so many things when it comes to reaching your goals that you're just going to have to suck it up. There is no template. You're going to have to just, get yourself going and try. And so here we are on the second day of gym therapy. My schedule is totally whacked. I'm not even close to what I said, okay, I'll get up at this time. But you know what? That whole template that I created in my mind to get up here, get at 3:15, train, turn on the camera, start at 4, then go into my Facebook Live, that is just some plan that I made up. There is no fitness outline on how to create a successful fitness business. Here's the other thing, even if this gym therapy is the greatest thing in the world, right? Even if it's just the greatest thing in the world, I'm persistent. I do it every single morning. I get up, whatever I may do, and I figure it out. And there's thousands of people watching this, okay? And they're loving it, and they're sending me emails. They're patting me on the back. Hey, thanks, Skip, what you're sharing about life behind the scenes. That's exactly what I need. I apply to my school. I apply to my marriage. I apply to my training. Hey, I see how you're setting up the cameras. I want to do that with my fitness dreams, right? That's just one part of it. Hey, I'm glad that I can provide that, but all this time and energy and hopes and dreams that I'm investing, right? How am I going to take care of my family? What's the win-win situation that I say, where you say, I want him to coach me. I want some of that, right? This isn't, look, I've won enough trophies. I have enough muscle, right? Now it's try to create a win-win situation. And I'll tell you, if fitness is your thing, the reason why most people don't make their dreams of fitness, it isn't because it's so hard. It isn't because they're just tired of it. It's because it takes a lot of energy on this end to have the body, to turn on the camera, to have the hopes and dreams that you can build a following. To suck at the beginning where nobody seems to care, but you keep on going and figuring it out. And then even when you figure it out and you have a massive following and you look great and you win contests, well, all that vacuum of willpower, focus, time, and energy, all right? Okay, you gotta prepare for your future. You gotta earn a living. You have to take care of your family. You have to spend time with your family. You gotta make it all work out for you, right? In all the ways, not just have a trophy, not just have muscles. And I'll tell you, there's no template for that. I'm hoping that maybe this type of gym therapy, it'll help you in life. Maybe you'll see it'll start you at a higher level to understand things you wouldn't have understood unless you kind of went through the process yourself, right? And again, little by little, this steady stream. I appreciate having this format. I love your comments and your questions, your suggestions. And I know there was a couple questions. Someone asked me, if I ever considered a TED Talk. And then Sonia asked, hey, some specifics about diet. I will get to those, all right, as we get into the flow. Again, it's just creating a dream and a plan and then ironing it out as you go along. All right, so I'm going to need to start this live broadcast. As you see, I got so much passion inside me. There's so many things I want to share, so many ideas and imagination as I want to do all this. So here's the format on this video. Usually I don't just turn on I do turn on the camera, and I'll take you through this whole process. I'm going to set you aside like a fly on the wall, and usually what I'll do an exercise, and it's not even really a part of my workout. Let me make sure I turn on everything, guys, because I don't want to do this and not have everything turned on. I've done that before. So let me bring you a little bit closer. And just to let you guys know, I'm not even close to being as mentally prepared for this Facebook Live as I want. But you got to just, you can't wait till everything is perfect, because you'll never get started. You know, even though I've been doing this for a while, this will be a good journey for us all to go on. You know, you'll see how dreams are made. You'll see how it's just not a perfect line, a straight line. You just plan something out and then it all works for you. It's not even close to like that. Like I said, guys, you know, I can have the most awesome videos with the most awesome body. You know, I can do all that. And I'll tell you this, if I can't find a way for it to promote my business, then this is just a hobby. And I'll tell you this, when things are just a hobby, you know what? That's why people don't become a master at what they do. They just dabble because there's not a payoff. The people who are the best at what they do whatever it takes to master their skill set. Right? And they sacrifice. And you know, I'll tell you this, if you can't do that, right? If you can't devote the time because you run out of money, and you see this a lot of time in the fitness industry, but this is true with anything in life, right? I'm going to do one little set because I don't want to hurt myself as I do these promo. I'm going to start off with some curls, just to get them going, right? Yeah, so what I'm going to talk about, and again, I'll just tell you this, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for it. Oh, that's a good shot. Man, I think I'm going to bring the weights in. I'm going to do that on camera. So I got a strategy when I think I'm going to do that. I have a strategy when I do these videos. I show them a muscle shot first, and then I get into it. What I do is I talk about something training and nutrition. All right, bodybuilding. That's our lead-in, and then what I do is I talk about man-formation motivation. I'll just tell you this too. It's me trying to do all these things. Right now, I'm not even close to being mentally prepared for this. Adding this new dimension, this new timing, new cameras, I'm not even close to being prepared, but I'm going to just do my best, and I'll learn from it, right? Like I said, there's going to be a lot of things to learn throughout, these gym therapy lives, right? You see a lot of maybe some frustration, some angst. You got to funnel all that to make your dreams happen. You're going to watch this stuff in real time. I'm going to give them some real muscle shots here. All right, so I'm going to start turning on these cameras. The topic that I'm going to talk about is, again, I kind of prepared this before. I'm going to talk about what if more options, more variables to training strategies, and then I'm also going to talk about the black and white mentality in life, man-formation messages. So let me turn on all these cameras, and let me make sure I get going, and here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this live broadcast, guys. I am so glad you are here today. If you are not watching this broadcast live, that is awesome. That is okay. Whether you're watching it live on a replay version, I am so glad you're here. And this is the time to post your comments, your questions, your suggestions on how to make this experience that we're going through, this journey of life, our manformation. Post your comments, your questions, your suggestions. Hey, I love all the likes and the loves already. I'm so glad you're here popping on the screen. Make sure that you set your notifications. Whether you're watching me live and you just happen to pop on, or you are watching the replay version, you want to set your notifications because I do go live quite a bit. I am so passionate about sharing everything I've learned, the experience of life, all the positive things, all the negative things, everything in between, all the things I've learned, all the things I'm learning, everything I have in my future. I want to share my experience with you, and I am so privileged to have you interested in even what I have to say. So make sure that you set your notifications and you join me live so we can interact. All right, so I'm going to do a couple sets here. I got a lot of things to talk about. I always will want to share some passionate information. A lot of this information, by the way, if you guys are wondering, where does he come up with this stuff? Why is he always talking about stuff? Does he think about all this stuff? How does this all come up? How does he always have something to say? And many of you have been sending me direct messages, emails at skiplacour.com saying, wow, what you talked about, that's exactly what I'm going through. Well, where I get my inspiration, my motivation to come to you, what to talk about, the subject matter, is me going through the journey. I know that we're a lot alike. I've been doing this for 28 years, and the men like you, like me, who love fitness, there's a lot of things that we have in common. Now, I've realized that. Maybe you don't realize it. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you're younger, maybe you're going on a journey, and you say, wow, he's accomplished a lot, right? He's got a lot of stuff going on. He says I'm just like he is. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just may have more years on you. There's a reason why we're connected. All right, so as I go through my journey of life, I do a lot of thinking. My over 33 years in personal development gets me to break down things. And here's the other thing. I work with men one-on-one coaching. I have dozens of men over the years, thousands of hours on the phone. We talk on the phone weekly, one-on-one, right? For an hour. It's a set time every single week, at the same day every single week. And we go on these journeys. Some men have been with me for 3.5 years. We've talked every single week, nonstop, right? So what I've learned is that our experiences, our challenges, our hopes, our dreams, they're so similar. And so I've taken all this information and I learned shortcuts or hacks or whatever they say. And so I come to you and say, hey, this is what I learned this week at another level. And so it comes in a story, a metaphor. And my hope and my prayer is that in some way, hey, that's what I've been going through. I'm not defective? You mean guys who are successful and happy think this way too? Yeah. And you take that burden of thinking that you're defective and you throw that away, and so you just get to work on the strategies and become resilient and persistent, and then you crack the code too. All right, so that's how I come up with all this stuff, all this motivation, all this inspiration to talk to you about. All right. Hey guys, if you're joining this broadcast, this is the first time you're joining this social media platform. Maybe one of your friends shared this feed or they commented on it. They liked it, they loved it, and so here you are. I want to take the time to introduce myself. My name is Skip LaCour. I am a coach. I am a speaker. I am an author. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the creator of the manformation personal development program for men. Teaches men confidence and leadership strategies so they can create an amazing overall quality of life. It's a template. It's a structured template to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be in life. And, you know, my bodybuilding training, what made me so great in bodybuilding training is that, you know, there's this template that you can follow, this structured black and white template. And I do better in those situations, those circumstances. Less variables, I can just work really hard. And maybe that's why you're attracted to bodybuilding training, because of the structure. And you can be your best under those conditions. Well, when it comes to life, you know, I wanted to be more influential, persuasive. I wanted a family. I wanted relationships, business. I wanted to tack that on top of what I accomplished as a bodybuilder. You may have noticed this. There is no template. There's a million different ways to reach your goals and dreams. And there's a million different people telling you how to do it. And only if you had this structure, this template to follow, like bodybuilding training. So I took my preference for black and white structure and that template mentality, so I could just get to work and conserve as much willpower, focus, energy, and time, not ideas and strategies swimming in my head. I could just have certainty so I can apply my work. That's what the Man-Formation program is. It's 11 hours of audio seminar courses, workbooks, and videos. It's a step-by-step black and white structure on how to create an amazing life. It talks about your rules and your values and your beliefs. Are they serving you? Because they probably are to some extent. But to get to the next level, they may be holding you back. Or have you evaluate all this? I talk about body language, voice qualities, creating strong frames with people to get the best things in life for yourself. I talk about a goal-setting session. You could go back years ago where I created my dream life, that step-by-step I'm making it all happen. I love looking back on that because it started with my imagination and then I went to work. Right? I'm going to teach you how to create your dream life with structure so you can just plan it, revise it, and get to work. And you'll be surprised how much closer that you come, that you're always working, picking out things, getting up early in the morning. It's working behind the scenes because you took the time to create a dream life. And then I put it all together where I create those disciplines, that structure, the daily disciplines of what's going to take to make your Man-Formation happen. So I'm the creator of the Man-Formation program. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. And in my former life, as I like to say, I'm a 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder. Many men have been following me for 20 years. That's how they know me. As the bodybuilder, the writer, they bought my VHS tapes back in the day, DVDs, audio seminar courses, my books, my ebooks, and I've traveled all around the world spreading my message in fitness. And I've evolved, I've grown, I've made my Man-Formation, and so many of those men who have been with me for 20 years, maybe they're 22 years old, looking at my daily journal online, and they're really into bodybuilding and training, and now they're going on this Man-Formation journey. So that is a little bit more about me. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to do another set as we have more and more men just like you come onto the slide broadcast, and I'm going to show you some muscle shots, right? Because muscle, fitness, taking our bodybuilding training, you want inspiration, right? You want more information? That's our guiding force. That's our commonality, or one of the common things, right? We want to take our whole life to the next level. So I'm going to just show you a little bit of muscle, all right, as we take this time together. Let's do it from this side this time. You know, I had one gentleman say, hey, you know, are you going to failure? How many reps do you do? Is that part of your training routine? Well, let me just tell you that before I come to you on these live broadcasts, I mean, that's when I do my hardcore training, just to let you guys know. That's when I do my hardcore training. And then the format that I have when I come to you is I show you little muscle shots in the camera range. I have this all set up, and as more and more people come onto the live broadcast. So that's really not a part of my workout, just to let you know if you look on any of my social media platforms. You go to YouTube, Skip LaCour, at Skip LaCour, you'll see my hardcore heavy training. That's how I usually do it. This is just a little, it's just a little muscle show as I do these live broadcasts. A little bit of show business, just to let you know. Right, so hey, I wanted to talk about that Manformation program a little bit more. I want you to go on your Manformation with me. I have made the Manformation program, that 11-hour audio seminar course, workbooks and videos that I described. That was my personal journey. So many men have gone on the journey too. I made it available to you for a very special price for a limited time. Right? I would love to just give it to you for free, but I know you're getting so much free information, from videos to ebooks, so much information for free, and it's just sitting on your hard drive. So as your coach and as your friend and your mentor who really knows what's going to take, because I've helped out so many men just like you, what's going to really take for you to the next level, you got to put at least some skin in the game so you have more value, right? You'll see that ridiculously low price. It is such a great investment. I get you to take action, put some skin in the game. I set you up for the right conditions so you actually use the information, all right? But what's going to just blow you away, that's going to really make this work, is that you and I will have a 90-minute one-on-one coaching session over the phone. We're going to record it so you can have it forever, because you can listen to it over and over again for months and years in the future. And you'll see that more and more power will come out of our one-on-one time from this audio recording, from this time that we spend together. You'll get more and more value. I swear to God, I listened to this, my coaching session, 9 minutes intense with Skip, right? He's helped out so many men. I've listened to this 10 times. He did not say this. How did this get on this recording? That's the power of this one-on-one coaching session. You're going to get immediate benefits. It's going to help you break down the course and see how it applies to you. It's going to really jumpstart your Manformation and the time that we spend, because I'm going to help you specifically get emotionally connected to your specific goals, right? The power of the one-on-one conversation. And we can do this anywhere in the world. I have a conference line that is set up anywhere in the world, all right? So we can do this. You don't have to be in the United States. That conversation is going to really get it going, really get you connected, and it's going to change your life. I know that's a big promise. I will not let you down. It's not only my personal journey to take me to higher and higher levels, all the men who I've helped. All right, so I'm going to provide that link for you. Make sure you come back to the social media platform. Invest in the Manformation, the Mindset Actions of a Powerful Alpha Male 11-hour audio seminar course, workbooks, and the videos, and you're going to get this one-on-one time with me. I'm going to work you in to get that 90-minute one-on-one recorded over the phone coaching session this weekend. Okay, that's what I want to do for you. Invest in the course. Let's go on this Manformation together. All right, let me do one more set here. All right, guys, I am so glad you are here today. I've got a message for you today. I want to talk about how you can have the right mindset, the right strategies, take your bodybuilding and training efforts together, to put them all together and go forward with more certainty and confidence. The bodybuilding, training, eating, lifestyle strategies to take your physical body to the next level. And I have a Manformation message for you. And Manformation is, how do you set goals inside and outside of the gym and work toward those goals with more certainty and confidence. So I have a man-formation message for you too. What I'm going to talk about is all the different strategies that it takes to reach your bodybuilding and training goals. I'm going to start off talking about that. And then I'm going to talk about the black and white mentality. How this mindset can really empower you to reach your goals, and at the same time, how it can hold you back without you knowing it. This is the personal journey that I've gone through. So as your big brother, as your coach and mentor, I really want to emphasize the black and white mentality, all the pros and the cons, because a lot of men who are like you and me, who are attracted to that template structure that I talked about, a lot of us have this black and white mentality, all right? So let's talk about training and eating strategies and how to put it all together. There's so much information out there from so many fitness experts. They're passionate, they're persuasive, they're convincing, they're telling you that's the right way to train and eat. And sometimes you just want to do the work. There's just so much information out there. Now, I can give you black and white strategies. I have a lot of strategies that I know will work for you. But it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think, right? And here's the challenge sometimes is that I have to work with a person's mindset, their preferences, so that the strategy that they choose, they have enough certainty and confidence to get the most out of it to see if it works. Sometimes guys will come to me and say, what do you think about this training strategy or this training strategy? I'm always very careful how I answer that question, because I don't want it to be about me and what I think is best. I want them to have certainty and confidence in what they're doing. So I always have to try to decipher, are they looking for validation? They picked one of the two, and they want me to agree with the one that they're doing so they have that little bit more certainty and confidence? Because many times both of those strategies can work. Right? So that's my job as a coach. I'm not like all those fitness experts who want to tell you it's one way and there's no other way and you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong. You're either wasting your time getting no gains or unless you do it their way, because that's not true. Now, I had a mentor in the business world when I went out to become a speaker. I left the bodybuilding training world. I retired from competitive bodybuilding, and then I went on the road with him. He flew me around in his private jet. I learned the business of motivational speaking. We flew all over the country. Took me behind the scenes, how he connects with people, how he gets them to become their best. I spent a lot of time with him. You know, one thing that he said to me is that there are 1,000,000 ways to make $1 million. And think about that. You know, you're going through the journey. You want to provide more options. You want to do your passion, and you want to make maybe more money to not only pay your bills, create a future for you, right? It's an important part of life. You know, how much importance that you put on making money? Well, we're all different, all right? But isn't that empowering? That there's 1,000,000 ways to make $1 million. You know, that made me think. It opened up my imagination. I said, yeah, you know, that's true. You know, I can create my man-formation program. I can talk more about bodybuilding training. I can merge the two. I don't have to work at the grocery store like I worked at. You know, I don't have to necessarily start a business. And even if I did, there's 1,000,000 businesses to start with 1,000,000 different flavors. See, I saw that as totally empowering, that there's 1,000,000 ways to make $1 million as I went on the journey, right? And you know, you're always going to have to crack the code. It's just not that easy. They don't just give away money, right? But at least when you have some certainty and confidence, you can move forward and do the work and go through what it takes to crack the code. It was so empowering for him to say, there's 1,000,000 ways to make $1 million. I wonder if you feel the same way too. You know, what I found that in the bodybuilding and training world, if I were to say to you, you know, there are many ways, dozens of ways for you to train. There are dozens of ways for you to eat, to reach your goals, to have the muscle, to lose the body fat, to do it with your life. Right? In the fitness world, it seems like that it makes people's mind freeze. It overwhelms them. That all those variables aren't a good thing. They need to have it black and white. And there are so many fitness experts that tell you it's black or white, you're doing it right or wrong. And we seem to want to gravitate towards that mentality when it comes to fitness. We don't think like there's 1,000,000 ways to make $1 million. There's 1,000,000 ways to have the body that I want. And think about that. Wouldn't it be more empowering Because you see it all the time. You see this guy, he trains this way, this guy eats this way. Instead of on the internet, what we do in the fitness world, he's an idiot, he's doing wrong, he's bro, he's this, he's that, our way is good. Instead of all that fighting, how about having the mental and emotional flexibility that there are many ways for me to do it? Something to think about. I definitely believe that depending on your goals, there are a lot of ways. And I think that if you were to adopt that, entertain that, it would be empowering. Let's talk about the black and white mentality. It kind of ties into this as we make our man-formation become the best we can be. See, I'll tell you this, for a lot of reasons, with a lot of men that I work at, is we want to make complex challenges in life, right? We're searching for solutions. We want to make it black or white, right? The fewer choices that we have, the fewer routes we have to choose from, it becomes easier, at least in the short run. Black or white. He's doing it right or wrong. This person's good or bad. You got to do it this way or this way. Many times, that is so comforting, right? And I'll tell you, the great thing about bodybuilding and training is when you can make it black and white, so you can just put that hard work together. You might even want to gravitate to things that are black and white. Let me just tell you, as your big brother, as your coach and your friend, life does not work in black and white, even though it's simple. Even though you may get a certain level of success because you have that mentality. The world is gray. There's a lot of variables. And it takes mental and emotional flexibility if you're ever going to get beyond a certain point. The black and white mentality, making people right or wrong, strategies good or bad, with nothing in between, sometimes we don't even question that, right? And we have success because we can just feel comfort, we can be certain, we can progress, we don't have all this chatter swimming in our mind. But then we wake up later on and we say, well, why don't we have the relationships that we want, the business that we want, the options that we want? Why can't we figure out this whole bodybuilding and training thing? The world is gray. There are many different colors, shades, and hues, and it takes mental and emotional flexibility. Just keeping that idea open, it can really empower you. Hey, if there's anything that I talked about that you want to say, wow, he's talking straight to me, this could really help me. This information, this inspiration I provide for you as I come to you, as you can see, they're not black and white solutions, right? Do this, do that, get that all over the internet, do this, just do that. See, what I want to work on is your mindset, because it doesn't matter if you have the right training strategy or the wrong one, a good one or a bad one. If you don't have the mindset, the emotional flexibility, the mental flexibility, you're not clear on your goals to actually apply it. And that's what I'm all about. Makes things a little bit more complex. But I'll tell you, you empower yourself with this mindset, you'll make more strategies work. You will eventually have that certainty and confidence. And I'll tell you this, I know a lot of men, they work hard, they're doing all the right things, and what they do is they get to, let's just say, 6 or 7 on a scale of happiness of 1 to 10. Right? They worked that hard, but they didn't work that hard just to get to a 6.5 or 7. But what they're going to do is not going to help them get to a higher level. And this black and white thinking may be just what you need. If there's anything that I have to say that is creating these epiphanies, and that's what I expect, just opening up the possibility, the imagination for more different paths than the one that you're taking. It's creating that openness to new paths. That's what I want to provide. Send me an email at skip@skiplacour.com if you want to talk about this a little bit more. I'll be glad to help you out on how this specifically relates to you and your situation. I want to do that for you. Invest in the Man Formation program. Let's do that coaching session, and let's get you to the next level. All right. Have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big, and think bigger than getting bigger. Hi, it's Skip LaCour, the world's leading man formation expert. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the possibility, open up your imaginations to the fact that there are many ways for you to reach your body building and training goals. And wouldn't that be empowering to know that there are many ways that you can get to your goals that may be more effective and efficient and easier than what you're doing now? And in the manformation segment of this time that we're going to spend together, I'm going to talk about the black and white mentality, the power in it, how that certainty and confidence helps you reach your goals, again, with more certainty and confidence. And I'm also going to talk about the black and white mentality, how it may be holding you back, or why you may be only getting to a certain level of success, fulfillment, and happiness, and can't break through no matter how hard you work and no matter how much time goes by. A different way of looking at this black and white mentality and how it may be affecting you. You're going to get that and a whole lot more in this Affirmation Minute. All right, YouTube. So, now it's time for me to pack up. It's like 5:02. So, again, this went a little bit over. Got to get this timing right. So you saw behind the scenes look. So, thank you for being here. Have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big and think bigger than getting bigger. And I'll see you on the next Gym Therapy Live.